the Yamaha's finally done. But before I fully reveal the finished bike, let's briefly cast the mind back to when this all started.
This all started when I spotted the bike on eBay, and it brought back memories of my first ever CBT. These little 4-stroke 125s started in 1982 and ran until 2003. They have 12 horsepower, they weigh 104 kilograms, and they're about as basic as a bike can get.
Many class it as a boring learner bike, but the simplicity is the charm for me.
In episode 1, we assessed the issues with the bike, and then got it running.
Go on, little SR125.
In episode 2, we worked on the carburettor. In episode 3, the bike got stripped down, de-rusted and painted. And the aim of this was to do it all on a budget.
So in this video we pick back up at the point where everything was about to go back together on the bike. This is sort of around Christmas time. We're in January now, in 26. At the end of the video I'll go over the total cost of this project. Then we'll have a really good look over the bike and go for a ride. Okay, so it's December 26th. In the last episode, I painted the frame, painted the engine. Now it's time to just get everything back together. Since then I have changed the front tyre and cleaned up the front wheel, but I have discovered that those front piston seals want replacing. The dust seal is just sticking out, preventing me from pushing them back in and cleaning them properly, so I've got new seals on the way. Guys, so getting the swing arm back on first. Didn't repaint the springs. Shocking. Okay, so I want to check the valve clearances on the engine whilst it's out because it's easier. And the other thing I want to do is replace all of these engine case spots with some stainless spots that I got.
Which I have right here. Okay, so the spec is 0.05 to 0.09 inlet and 0.11 to 0.15 exhaust. 0.13 close-ish. 1.5. That doesn't want to go in. 7.5.
Bit tight. Just in. I'm going to open that up ever so slightly.
So you can get these really nice little tools, little square tools that fit just on top of the adjuster for the tappet. I don't have one of them. And now I can just about pass a 7.5 through it with some resistance. Now before I put these covers back on, I'm going to change the casing bolts for the stainless ones I've got. Oh yeah, nice.
And I've got a few spare for the valve cover too. Okay, that's enough for one night. Tomorrow's job is going to be getting this engine back in the bike, which is probably the biggest bit of the rebuild. After putting the engine back in, it should just be rebuilding the front brake caliper, putting the tank and the panels back on it, and that's it. Now I can stick the front mounts on, the top mount, tighten everything up and it's in. So I'm going to do all the bolts loosely, make sure everything's centralised up, and then I'll tighten them all in sequence. I can't find the torque settings, but they're M8, so I'm going to go with about 35. I found a manual, 33 newton meters, motorbike again. Clutch cable next. Carb on next, we're getting closer. I think we're going to line up with the other one. Yeah.
Oh, I'm in gear. Why don't we stick this back on whilst we're here?
Should test the gear, really. That's about right. Okay, so that's the bulk of the work done. Tomorrow we'll just be rebuilding the brake caliper with some new seals and fitting some plastics, tank in the seat. Hopefully that'll be it. It's getting closer to January, so tonight I think all I'm going to do is rebuild the brakes and then get the rest of the bits on.
Just a cut up section of inner tube prevents any damage when you're pulling the pistons out.
I always use a bit of red rubber grease on the seals.
Oh, come on. Don't do this to me.
Hey.
It's looking a pretty positive lever now.
I'll leave that cable tied up overnight, just so that any remaining air works its way to the top. That should be done. So, back to present day. Let's take a closer look and then we'll go for a ride.
So, what's it like to ride? Well, weighing just over 100 kilos, it's super nimble around town, down these Little narrow roads in the town, you can weave in and out of things no problem. These parked cars might have proven a problem on a much bigger bike with luggage. On this, not a problem. And it's a really good laugh out on the country back lanes as well. You get to run it through all the gears, use all the power, you kind of have to. It's actually quite a good laugh. That adage of riding a slow bike fast is more fun than a fast bike slow definitely comes into play here. Now where it doesn't excel is out on the open road, 60, 70 mile an hour roads. I wouldn't take this bike on a motorway. It's definitely at home, in town, or between villages. But the big question is, how fast does it go?
Right, let's see what it can do.
Oh, we've touched 60. Any faster? Nah. That's a lot with an SR125, 60 miles an hour. So, what did it cost? Well, the bike came in at £502.60. This is the list of parts. Not a great deal, actually. The initial carb kit cost £33.70, and I ended up buying this pattern carburettor to replace that. And I ended up actually just using a bit of everything, some of the original bits, some from the kit, and this carb body. And that's the best I could get it. There's the filters. Some of the little bits, tube, bolts, seals, all from eBay. The total for the bike and the parts was £768.14, or the total, grand total, my grand total, £868.14, including the transport to get the bike here, which I think is about right. These bikes are probably around £1,000 in good working order, in decent condition. So I've come in just under that, and I might even get a chance to make a little bit of money. But I'm probably going to keep the bike for a little while and just use it around town. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching, especially if you've watched the series and subscribed. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I'm here today with the SR, and it's been quite a while since all of the last footage that you've just seen. It's now May 2026. It's not even the same garage anymore. So there's more to come on the channel. If you've enjoyed this one, keep an eye out because it's only going to get better from here. And here's a little sneak peek of what might feature on the channel.